Hello guys, how you doing? So today we're gonna be talking about e-commerce business, how it is done, and how you can step up your game in 2023. If you've not done it before, don't worry. I'm going to start from the beginning to the end of e-commerce business. Best platforms to run e-commerce business. What is e-commerce business its own? The cons and the pros of e-commerce business. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please do well by clicking the subscription button and subscribe to the channel. Click the bell button too, in case I drop a new video, because I'll be doing more videos about e-commerce. So let's get started. So guys, we're gonna be starting with what is e-commerce. What is e-commerce itself? E-commerce is a means of selling goods and services online on the internet, either on social media or through Google or through a kind of maybe YouTube video, as far as it's a means of selling goods and to a stranger that you guys have not seen each other. He has not come to your physical location to purchase the item. That's e-commerce business. Now there are so many platforms that offers it for people to sell online. We are going to be covering those places in this video, so stay tuned while I roll out the list of the things and their pros and their cons. So guys, you have your item, you have your goods, and now you are thinking about which platform is the best platform to place your product, or which platform should you start first, to at least to start selling first. For Nigerians, we have Jumia, we have Konga, we have Jiji. These three platforms are platforms that they spend a lot of money advertising your goods for you, just to ensure it gets to the right audience. So, and for non-Nigerians, we have Amazon, we have eBay, and we have so many other e-commerce websites out there. So each country have their own e-commerce website, but I'll be covering the Nigerian e-commerce website today, which is Jumia, Konga, and Jiji. On the next chapter, I'll be talking about their pros and their cons, how to register with them, and what are the requirements for registering with them. So guys, I will advise you to first of all be selling on Jumia when you first start your e-commerce business. What is the reason? Jumia is the biggest e-commerce platform in Nigeria, so you have a high chance of making sales. Number two is that registration on Jumia is totally free. Selling your product is totally free until you sell your product and they remove commission from your product, which means as you are pricing your product, make sure you are adding the price of their commission too into the product. I will explain more details about this on my upcoming video, which is about selling on Jumia. That's why you need to subscribe to this channel. Another thing about selling on Jumia is that you have to ship your item within the first 24 hours. So some of the things you really need to know about selling on Jumia is the fact that Jumia is very strict. They value their customers a lot, and they are very good in taking care of their customers. So you have to be careful with the way you ship your item. Make sure the item is as you have described. Make sure what it does is what it does. It's not a fake item, it's not an expired goods, and the color is the same, the pattern is the same. So make sure it doesn't fail any form of quality check. So another thing I want you to know about Jumia is that a lot of people are making a lot of money on Jumia, and I think you are the next person to make money. That's if you follow their rules and regulation. By following their rules and regulation, you are going to sell a lot, because the algorithm is going to have more interest in your store and your product, and before you know it, you are going to be shipping multiple of your product almost every day, making thousands, if not close to ₦1,000,000 every week. So guys, moving on to Konga. What is Konga? Konga is just like Jumia. It's more like a duplicate of Jumia. They are number one competitor in Nigeria. So how do you sell on Konga? It's just the same way. The only difference between selling on Jumia and selling on Konga is that number one, there are more sales on Jumia than Konga. Number two is that before you start selling on Konga, you have to make payment of some money. That's their subscription fee. They have gold, they have diamond, they have silver, they have gold, and they have their platinum package. So which, if you visit their website, you are going to see those prices. That's the money they are going to be using for you to promote your product every month. So that's just it about selling on Konga. Once you have an order, you are going to take your product to their hub and ship it. Another thing that Konga have that Jumia doesn't have is that on Konga you can see details of customer, like their phone number, so how to reach out to them even without the help of Konga. And Konga too, I think they can also have the customer too can have access to you. So that one is on Konga, but on Jumia you know nothing about your customer aside the name and the address. I think the address has been removed too, so that's just all. I think it's just the name. So once you the order on Jumia, you just have to go and ship. But on Konga, you can still call the customer that does he need the product again, can you ship, deliver to him outside of Konga. So that's the another advantage of selling on Konga. So on the next chapter, we are going to be moving on to Jiji. Stay tuned. So guys, moving on to Jiji. So what's so special about Jiji? Number one thing is that you have the most direct access to customer. Nothing concerns Jiji with how much you've sold or whatever. What matters to them is you reaching the right audience. And once the right audience catches you, what it does is to pick your phone number from the Jiji platform and call you directly. Jiji doesn't get involved whether you ship your item or you don't ship, whether you make sales or you don't make sales. It has nothing to do with Jiji. That's the number one thing about Jiji. Number two thing is that you can sell virtually anything on Jiji. Yes, you get me right, virtually anything on Jiji. You can even list your services on Jiji. Still on Jiji, so there are some packages you can actually enroll for on Jiji that will actually boost your product and bring in more sales to you. So they have different kind of packages. You can visit their website Jiji.ng to see more about those packages. So you can list real estate on Jiji. You can sell animal on Jiji, which you can sell on Jumia. You can sell heavy duty things on Jiji, which you can sell on Jumia. So there are so many things that is so special about Jiji. But mind you, Jumia is still the number one selling platform based on what I've experienced as an e-commerce person. So guys, talking about the disadvantage of selling on Jiji, the most popular disadvantage about it is that the more you pay, the more your product gets more visibilities, which means if you list your product on Jiji and you don't subscribe to any of their packages, there's high tendency that you may not make any sale. Yeah, there used to be time that you list something and that's when they don't have much things on their website. Now if you list something and you don't make you don't subscribe to anything, forget about it, you might not make sales. So their packages are just the best bet for you to enroll. And mind you, if you enroll for a smaller package, those that are in the same category with you that enroll for a bigger package will have more visibility than you, reducing your own chance of meeting your ideal customer. So guys, thank you so much for staying with us to the end of this video. In conclusion, I forgot to add another thing that made Jumia and Konga better than Jiji is that Jumia and Konga takes care of your logistics to make sure that your item gets delivered at the customer's residence. Why Jiji, it's just between you and the customer. They don't interfere in your business. So thank you so much. If you have not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe to this channel, because on the subsequent video I'll be dropping another hit video on how to do it the big way, how to create your own website, and how to be independent instead of relying on all these e-commerce websites. So thank you so much.